Hello, hello. Good morning, students. Today we will continue our previous topic, which we had seen in the last lecture. I hope this is visible for you people. Okay, so this is what we were about to discuss in our from our first lecture. That is unit number 1. We are discussing. Okay, so we had discussed the definition of an industrial engineering, then broad areas of an industrial engineering we had seen, then different focuses we had discussed, then functions of the managements we have discussed. Now we were about to discuss the types of production systems, okay, in which very first we had seen that job production, job order production, make to order production, okay. Then next is the batch production, okay. Next is nothing but the batch production, and the third one is the continuous production, okay. So in the production system, we had seen that a system in a business firm which connects input and output in a different sorts of series of the operations, different sorts of storage, inspections to create value, that is nothing but the production system. This is what is the production system. Then we had seen the job production system. Already we had discussed this, but still I will go through it. This is an intermittent type of system. Hello, students, am I audible? Uh, Let me share you. Now you can see the production system, very first production system. That is nothing but the job order production system. Okay. So we were discussing the same only. Now we will see what is exactly job production system is. This is intermittent type of production. Job production is quite an oldest method for the production system. Production is as per the demand of the customer. Production is done at the small scale. Special purpose machines are not used, as this production system does not offer any flexibility in the production, so it is not used. This system is suitable for small scale industries. Okay. Then if we discuss the advantages of this particular system, so less investment is there, work in progress is high, more flexibility we do have, and we have variety of product, okay. Then standard equipments and machineries are used. If we discuss the limitations of this system, then large technical skills are required, experts expert operators are required, waiting time is quite high. Then cost of production is quite high. If we discuss the applications of this job order system is, first application is shipbuilding, then civil engineering work, then process equipment, and dies manufacturing. Okay, so these are the example of job order production system. Then in the last lecture we had also seen the batch production system. So we will revise it once again. More production is possible as compared to the job order production, but less than the mass production. We have already discussed that this is an intermediate production system. Okay, then batches are planned at the regular intervals. Repetition of products is possible. Production is done in the batches. Along with the general purpose machines, we can use some special purpose machines. Okay, or we need basically the special purpose machines, isn't it? Then, if we discuss the advantages of this particular system, so very less investment is there as compared to the mass production system. Then since variety of the product we have, so ups and downs in the industry can be managed, okay, or can be compensated. Then margin of profit is quite better than the job production system. Less technical skills are required than the job production system. If we discuss the limitations, cost of raw material is high as compared to the mass production. Investment is quite more than the job order production system. Then cost of sales and advertisement is more as compared to the mass production. Wastage is more as compared to the mass production. If we discuss the applications, then the applications are it is used in the furniture industry, then it is used in the cloth industry, and it is used in the medicine industry. Now, very next is and important is that mass production system or continuous production system. It is also divided into two categories. Very first is the mass production system and flow production system. So we will see what exactly it is. The setup of the machine is fixed and which is producing the same item every day. Okay. This system is associated with large quantities with the high rate of demand. Now, here we need to understand is this system is used only and only when there is high requirement of that particular product. Okay. So this system is associated with the large quantity. So we need quantity of the product that needs to be manufactured, and that product needs to be in a high demand. Okay, that is what is the first basic need is. Then in this particular system, the very advantage of an automation is taken. So we can go for the automation we can go for the robotics, so that we will be in a position to manufacture those product in the available or in the given time. Okay, so that is what is the basic advantage of this system is. Then in mass production system, product is produced to meet the demand of an assembly line. So you need to understand what exactly the assembly line is. Say for an example, if a product is there which is the combination of 10 different products, okay, and that is nothing but the final product which will be assembled together and which will be sold or which will be dispatched. So out of these 10 sub parts of the products, okay, 6 parts we are going to manufacture in the unit, and 4 parts will be the brought out parts, means those parts we are not going to manufacture in our industry, but which we will be uh, procuring from another, someone else, and we will be doing the we will be using it at the time of assembly. So whenever that product is being called, then and then only that has to be supplied, and we can take that particular product in the assembly line. So that is what is the product is produced to meet the demands of an assembly line. Next is mass production needs good planning for machineries, for process, and for the materials. If we do not go for the planning, then already we had plan for our wastage, already we had a plan for the delayed. Okay, so it is better to go for the planning well well in advance. Okay, that is what is the conclusion is. Then in flow production, production is the continuous one, means we can't stop that particular production. Okay, so continuously that product is going to be manufactured. That is what exactly is the meaning of the flow production is. Then in this particular system, product variation is quite difficult, and flow of product is difficult. So whenever there is an alteration in the product or alteration in the intermediate manufacturing process, then it is quite difficult to accommodate that particular change in the line work or in the system. So that is what basically the point is. Okay, so product variation is quite difficult, and flow of the product is also difficult. Now these are the its what we can say the system, the description of a system. If we see the advantages of this particular system, then very first advantage is nothing but the production volume is quite high. So very high production volume is there. Then cost per product is less, as we have high quantity, resources are same, so cost of the product is quite high. Then over here we can accommodate semi-skilled or unskilled labors. So there is no requirement of the skilled labors, okay, as we had in the job order production system. Then if we discuss the disadvantages of this particular system, then it is setup cost is quite heavy. Then whatever losses, heavy losses we are going to face if the product has no demand, or if the demand has been stopped, or if it is being paused, then it takes some time to resume it again. So uh, we uh, we may suffer, or we may have to face the heavy losses over there. Okay, then high cost or the investment in the machineries is quite high. So you know that when we are going to install the line work, then high it will have the more investment, isn't it? So the investment is high, which is in the machineries, which is in the materials. Okay, wastages will be extreme if production planning failed. Means if it is not planned properly, then wastages will be very huge. So we need to plan each and every activity well in advance, well in before. Okay, and lastly, if we see the applications of the uh, this kind of system is nothing but the chemical manufacturing, oil manufacturing, petrol manufacturing, fertilizers manufacturing, then machine components, different fan, bulbs, electrical items. So these are nothing but the applications of an continuous production system. Okay, so that's it for this particular lecture. We will continue our lecture in the next time. Thank you so much. All the best.